work. Okay.
So maybe a little bit longer, because that was 3 days.
That was 3 hours. Yeah.
So sit it out before you shower.
So, okay, so just basically roll it out. And here's the deal, when you're making pizza pockets, how thick do you want your bread? You know? So you roll it out probably a little thinner than you would for your roll dough. And I'm gonna make a couple little plugs while I'm doing this. You look at the roll dough, I use it for butter horns, which I would put the butter on, and then I would use my pizza cutter, cut my triangles. For cinnamon rolls or orange rolls, I put it on, I roll it up, and I cut with thread. You guys know how to cut with thread, right?
I use
I don't know if younger kids do, but anyway. Okay. And for my orange rolls, which I lost my taste several years ago, way before COVID, orange rolls is something I can taste. So I've gotten to where whenever I have oranges, I always grate the rind, and I just throw it in the freezer. So I always have orange rind in the freezer. So there's something to think about. Okay. So for your pizza pocket,
Can we go back? You said that half a recipe.
this will make a pound of rolls right here.
What
makes
for
16?
cinnamon rolls? Any of them.
This will make 16 or butter horns. It'll make 12 cinnamon rolls or orange rolls, and I put those in a cake pan, not a non.
So they're touching.
Yeah. So that so as they raise, they have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And if you have any other questions, because I'm not really. Okay, so when I do my pizza pockets, and I want you to know this is from my daughter, who, when she was divorced, had 4 small children, was working, she had to come up with a quick breakfast, so she made the breakfast. And so you just cut them into bigger squares, you know, because you're gonna want pockets out of them. And sometimes they don't quite fit, you know, that's just the way it is. Okay, so you take your pocket, whatever you've got, it's kind of funky. And if you're doing pizza, you want a little block of pizza sauce, right? Alright. And I've got pepperoni. And big pepperonis might be a little much. So you might choose to cut it up a little bit so you have smaller pieces. I feel like this is so ridiculous. Okay, and I love onions and peppers. You may choose other options. You might have mushrooms and olives, and it's really limited by your taste and your imagination. Okay, a little cheese. Okay, and then you just fold it over and you pinch all the edges. Okay, so there's my pizza pocket.
Cool.
Really easy, right?
Right.
Okay, and then you make a couple little slits. Is that gonna work? Okay, just give it a couple of those. And then if I had my egg wash, which I forgot my egg, you would just brush a little egg wash on it. Okay, so that's your pizza pocket. And seriously, it's limited by what you want. You can put any meat, any toppings. You can do that buffalo chicken. You can do whatever you want. The only thing I would suggest is make sure all your meat is cooked. Okay, so then let's say you want a ham and cheese breakfast pocket, right? So this is really easy. You take your ham and cheddar for this. Same difference, right? You fold it over, you pinch your edges. Isn't this ridiculous?
No, it's not.
Pinch your edges. And once again, this is limited by your imagination. Whatever you think your family will like or eat. And put a couple slits in it. Do that egg wash if you have. Then, if you want, you can make a dessert pocket. And I was thinking about this. I thought, ooh, pecan pie. Or if you have fresh berries or whatever you want. This is apple pie filling because I had to buy it because I didn't have anything. You put a spoonful of whatever it is you want in there. See, this is so basic, and you do the same thing.
I have a question, so if
Yes.
you use fresh berries, what else, would you have to put a little bit of water or?
You
anything?
probably want to smash some up
Sugar.
with sugar
With some sugar, okay.
and make sure that you've got a nice sugar base in there.
I don't know, you'd have to smash them.
I would just macerate them.
Like
Well, I was just
raspberry.
thinking you want a sauce, right?
Last fresh
A
berry
sugar
pie,
sauce,
we
whatever.
use tapioca in it
Oh,
also.
so I keep coming back to, it's whatever your imagination. Okay, so there's my dessert pocket. The only difference is, when you're done, maybe brush a little butter on them. But with the dessert one, I'm gonna make a little icing and we can glaze it. So that's it. There you go.
You know, what
Not
I would
hard.
do with blackberries
Ooh.
is I would spread some cream cheese on there and set those fresh blackberries on there.
Oh,
And a
that's
little
great.
bit of sugar
Okay, because all you're doing is, you're cooking a roll
Yeah.
with something in it. And you can, that's why I said I feel like this is so ridiculous. But it's up to you, and if you'll notice when I did the roll recipe, the first time I typed it up for my kids, I did everything by hand, so it tells you how to do that. Now I just throw everything in the bread machine and use the dough maker, because it makes a better dough anyway. Because when I need weight. Anyway, so that's it. Is there anything else I need to tell you or ask, or anything you want to see?
Comment, there is milk in that fridge, and I'm sure with Penny being here, we could probably borrow a quarter cup and brush the tops of those with milk.
We can do that. Is everybody okay
Is
with
that
that?
okay, Penny?
Do we have a small?
Measuring cup.
Just a cup. I was really sad I forgot my egg. And I forgot Pam, you should probably spray the, is it sour?
I'm just gonna do a demonstration tonight for total steak.
Who wrote that?
Oh, no.
The smaller one, I just had some on Tuesday, it was still good on Tuesday.
You can sprinkle it with the cinnamon or the.
Oh,
sugar
sugar.
on it, with sugar, and go get it out. Yeah.
So it's just limited by your imagination, your creativity, what your family likes. And I won't promise that when you're cooking it, it won't ooze out.
Oh, look, cinnamon sugar.
Oh, perfect.
Potato pearls. At least that's what it says.
Now, that's kind of scary, right?
It's really barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Well, then I've got some somewhere in the license. Okay, so, oh, you brought stuff for icing? I did bring stuff for icing.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, like this. It's apple pie, right? So,
You're teaching.
come and make one.
Yeah, let's make
If you
one.
like, I'll roll this other one out
In January.
and do whatever you want.
We've got 3 additional pans and 4 ovens on, so we can get a whole bunch made.
And I had no idea how much stuff to bring, so there's more sauce, there's more cheese, there's
Possibly.
More apple pie filling.
more apple pie filling, and a whole other batch of dough, so you know we can make them all. And you can make them as big.
Is from Magic
You want to make one of each?
Yeah, you can make one of each, you could do something different with what you have, I don't care. Yeah, do a triangle. Pinch it so it works.
My Magic grinder and my box. I bought it from Big John's, and they gave me a recipe for lemon pancakes and showbread.
Oh.
And
Let's see.
I've had.
I just think you have to cut it, you can put a hole in there, but then it seems real big, right?
My husband really loves.
And I don't know about you ladies, but when I learned about a pizza cutter for my rolls, I thought, why haven't I known this for years?
Oil. Instead of 1/4 of a cup, I do 1/3 cup of oil, because
How big?
1/4 of a cup of oil is not enough oil for waffles.
That's relative.
Yeah, I did use split oil, I don't like it. I went away from vegetable oil and sauteed green onions.
And you could even put ham in your pizza one, you could put both cheeses, you know,
Okay, so,
whatever makes you happy.
You have to be careful because sometimes he's brought up real quick. But yeah, you need green beans 3/4 of the way through.
That over, and then just make it like that.
oh, okay.
Like
Have you ever
that.
tried Parmesan cheese on steak?
Oh, and I should have brought Parmesan, that would have been good. See, there's, like I said, it's limited by your imagination.
Give us a class on your
Like if you had cooked sausage, if you
think I
wanted
could.
No,
pineapple
I think it'd be
ham.
fun.
Wouldn't it though?
I know some people like the Alfredo.
Let's do it.
I wanna make them and freeze them for breakfast.
Okay, good idea.
Yes, oh, and
For those teenagers.
And my daughter who makes the breakfast pockets, she will make a whole batch, throw them in the freezer, and for up to a month, and they just pull them out, put them in the microwave for 45 seconds.
So
to a
do you
minute.
bake them and then freeze
You
them?
completely, yeah, you bake them, and then you just throw them in the microwave for like 45 seconds, maybe a minute to thaw them and heat them up, and the kids would eat them in the car as they were on their way to the babysitter or to work, or to school. So, if you need a quick breakfast.
So what kind of cheese do you put on the blackberries? Somebody said?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Oh, yum
I would
yum.
think you could use a Havarti or anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mmm. Sounds good. And you can make them bigger.
And you can make it this big,
I know.
it's just whatever works for you.
And in Mexican culture, there's something called empanadas, and they're, a lot of times they're round and folded over, and it's got meat in it, it's got all kinds of stuff. I mean, they do fruit ones sometimes, so, yeah.
I have two different kinds.
Go to the website.